Really? Well, I guess it was running long, but still. Shouldn't have done that. Okay, there we go. Alright, let me just get this set up. But yeah, that was kind of stupid how it just happened like that. Okay. Also, hey, Tanner, what's up? Tan Man? Oh, to you, my friend. What's up? On the base paths,
well,
but...
this guy's been prone to giving up walks and bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the
oh,
early going.
Shoot. Damn it. I hate when it happens like that. I always hate it when it does that. It's like, come on, man. I just want to get through this, man. Alright. Let me take a look at what it looks like, because I'm kind of curious as to what it looks like. Okay. Also, hey, Crimson Ninja, what's up? Okay. Doesn't look like it's lagging that much, at least not on my end. Okay. Okay, refresh. Okay, alright, cool. Also, what's up? Well, welcome back, Crimson Ninja. But yeah, I always hate when it does that. It's like so stupid. Okay, let's get back to the game.
We'll see if this continues.
Alright, so Galvez ended up getting a walk, so he's on base. So up next is Joshua James at number 8 in the lineup. Baltimore already has a lead in a game that they must have. I'm doing pretty well, Tanner. He hits it, and it might fall, but instead, he caught it. That was a great catch. I'm doing pretty well. Well, now that it worked as well as well. I'm so excited. I'm happy that the stream works better than as it should. Is what I was trying to say. I can't talk. Let me see if Oh yeah. You know what I should do? Hold on.
To the plate now, McQueen. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away.
Okay, so next is our good friend Nicole Mcqueen, who is the DH in this one, the designated hitter. But yeah, oh yeah, by the way, Tan Man, I am happy to tell you that in, well, what turned out to be part 1, when really it should have been its own thing, but earlier you actually had a game, Mr. Tan Man. Swing and a miss, and that's going to end the inning, but it's still 1-0 thanks to this young man right here, Ryan Mountcastle.
This solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second, and it's now 1-0 Baltimore.
Maybe.
Last half of the second set to go. Here comes the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Now here's the pitch.
Okay, we could do that at the least.
Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitch.
If the closer chokes this game after you redid my guy. Okay. Well, in a playoff preview, that would be the Yankees with the home field advantage over Chicago because they have the higher seed.
Next up, Cavan Biggio.
So anyway, we have Cavan Biggio, the son of the great Craig Biggio, who played the majority of his career in Houston. I mean, he was a big reason why they were successful. All right, not a problem though. But to answer Tanner's question, yes, I am doing well, and yes, you had a game earlier. Just wanted to at least point that out there. But I hope everything's going well with you, Mr. Tan Man, and everyone in the chat.
1 out, nobody on.
Okay.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
It's going well, just stressful. Oh, what team are you on? You're on the Phillies, and you already had a game against the Nationals. So unless you want me to spoil it, you can go back to what was part 1 and watch it. I believe I shared it to you. I think. I know I did. I think. Yeah, I did.
Classic slider down and away.
I believe yes.
Strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million
Yep,
times already.
I did.
That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up.
All right, so while Taman goes to watch the game that he had, we still have the small business of Toronto trying to get back in this game. It's not over by any stretch. I mean, all it will take is 1 home run, and Toronto's back in this.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Hits it down the middle. So now they get a runner on board with 2 outs.
The bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, get 2 quick outs, D-roll, then you have a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away maybe no chance.
All right, so number 8 is our friend Matthew Cole, otherwise known as Cole NO112. And the last time that we saw him at bat, he is the designated hitter in this game, but the last time we saw him, he didn't do so well, so we'll see if he can do well this time around. That's a 4-seam fastball that goes a little too high.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone.
Ooh, good cut there.
2 balls and a strike now.
Good cut there for John Means. And hits it the other way, but
evens at 2-2. And it's a full count.
Now full count. And on deck is the catcher, our good friend Cole Wesson, otherwise known as Elock.
On this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Another full count pitch home. In the air.
Ooh, good shot, and is it going to fall? No, it was caught. That was a great catch there by Diamond Light, making his first out at left field. That was a good catch there. So Diamond Light gets his first out. As we go to the top of the 3rd, and for the Orioles, this is a good chance for them to add on to the lead.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way.
Ball 1.
The 1-0 home. Swing and a
Ooh,
little tapper.
good cut there onto Austin Hayes, but it's fouled off.
1-1.
And just like that, it's 1-2 against Austin Hayes and for Ryu. And he hits it down the middle, but ooh, almost went over the head of the first baseman, but he caught it, so it's 1 down. And next up is Diamond Light, who is already 0 for 1 thus far. Let's see if he gets this.
Now a change up, but it's
Smart thing, just letting it through. Just letting it go.
That evens it up 1-1.
He's got a good
fouls
feel
it off.
for his off-speed pitch his second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Into the windup and the pitch.
Ball in.
Fans of Ryu. And a little too low, and now it's a full count.
Good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And wow, got him looking. And that's another strikeout for Ryu.
That's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why.
All right, so back to Santander, who walked in the first inning.
He's at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Yeah, I mean, he caught you looking, so... I mean, Ryu is really a good pitcher, so I don't think you should... You didn't go. I mean, of course, if the strike thrown was within the strike zone, umpire's going to call it.
And it's fouled away.
I mean, it was close. I'm not going to deny that.
0-2 once more.
I honestly thought that it wouldn't have been called, but it was called.
Taken in by Simeon.
All right, so they get the 1-2-3 inning.
1-2-3 go the Orioles, but they're up 1.
And now, for the Blue Jays, this is their chance to tie this game up. Otherwise, the Orioles will force a Game 3.
Stepping in for the Jays, number 27.
Also, what's up? Oh, Clinton's still here. Awesome.
Number 27.
Pitch on the way. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now.
I mean, if you're Cole Weston, one thing you got to do is try to get on base. You just have to get on base. I mean, you don't want to try to do too much,
Now the 1-1
as Baltimore's going to keep, Means in there. If Baltimore can hold on, they'll force a Game 3.
and a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Fouled off.
I mean, good fouling off on the part of Wesson.
Swing
And he swung at it, and he gets struck out.
Supporters here, 1 away.
Do they change pitchers in 3-inning games? Hardly. I mean, especially given the fact that the games are usually close in 3-inning games. We'll go to 9-inning games when we get to the playoffs proper, but in exhibition mode, they hardly ever do that. Or when they do, I would say it's more common in the National League than the American League, because you guys are in the American League, by the way. And he hits it, and Santander gets to it. Now Baltimore is now 1 out away from tying the series, which really should not have been a series, but because, like I said, because the fault was mine and mine alone, Baltimore now has a chance to make good on their second chance. Swing and a miss by Simeon.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Now 1 strike away from forcing a Game 3. And if it goes to Game 3, we will go to Baltimore for it.
Fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
The 2-2.
I mean, he goes from 1-2 to now 3-2 in the count, much to his credit for Marcus Semien. But if you're Marcus, you got to protect the plate anywhere close. Otherwise, don't pull the trigger. like that. But yeah, it hardly ever happens in 3-inning games. And they strike him out, but they'll have to throw him out to get it. And that's it. It's over. And Baltimore gets what now turns into Game 2 of the 3-game series between Baltimore and Toronto. And now we'll go to a third game. And we will do this next week. And it will take place at Baltimore. So Baltimore is going to try to make good on its second chance, mainly on my end because of my own stupidity, but it was all on the back of this man right here, Mountcastle, hitting a home run, and that was all they needed. And there you see the final out, but congratulations to Baltimore. So yeah, next week we will have the third game. But up next is the friendly exhibition for Clinton and Crimson, if you guys are still here. Okay. Also, let me make sure I saved before I... Oh, no, I already did. Okay, cool. All right, so the American League Championship Series could be the Yankees against the Chicago White Sox. Baseball Whiskey Ship. Pick a team. If a batter gets a single, then you take a wow, really? Okay, there's the Yankees. Excuse me. Now the White Sox, they have Crimson Ninja, but the Yankees have Clinton, they have Elmeister, and John. Now, of course, this is an exhibition, so that's really what it is. All right. And again, this is going to be a 3-inning game just because I don't want it to take too long. There we go. And there we go. I'm guessing the New York Mets is terrible. In a sense, they are. But anyway, what's up, Samurai? I did not know that you were into baseball, or at least had some sort of interest in it. Anyway, there you see John and Elmeister. There you see Clinton and Crimson Ninja, the two opposing pitchers.
Closing in on first pitch this evening from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight we've got a good matchup.
Oh my gosh, look at all those numbers.
The Chicago White Sox and the New York Yankees.
Anyway, there you see Clinton with that epic beard.
And Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes.
And there you see Crimson Ninja.
We should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
Yankees baseball comes your way next. Clinton Buckeye will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, Matt,
apparently he stands at 5'10" and weighs 205 and is apparently 20 years old. Anyway, I've seen you stream it. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I have followers who support either the Mets or the Red Sox. Yeah, I mean, the Red Sox, of course, have won a couple of championships since the turn of the century, so... So, you know, you're not wrong in having the Red Sox as one of the teams to be supporting, so it's awesome.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
So we start off with Tim Anderson, and
field line.
He hits it down,
After it is Judge.
and just with enough room, Judge gets the first out.
Now a moment here to check out
So we also have Eaton, Grandal, Jose Abreu, Luis Robert, Zach Collins, Nick Madrigal. Those are just some of the guys that have just, well, maybe except for Zach, really, but anyway. I also heard of the Red Sox because of the owner, because the owner also owns Liverpool FC. Yep.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. One and two now to Adam Eaton. The 1-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and does the.
All right, so 2-2 for Clinton against Adam Eaton. And while Eaton is not the same, you know, power player that he once was, you know, the guy can still hit. I mean, he just can't hit for power like he once did when he was young, but he can still get the job done. But yeah, that's pretty cool that the owner also owns Liverpool FC and the Red Sox.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
And that's two strikeouts for, well, actually, that's our first strikeout for Clinton.
Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really
So far, Clinton, how do you feel about your performance at the plate? Or at the mound, I should say, sorry.
There's a big difference between that
and also, Diamond, how do you feel about, you know, forcing a Game 3 on your end? Because, well, I'll get back to that in a moment. Grandal.
And this will be fouled away. First chance
fouls it away.
in the top of the first with nobody on.
I like it so far. Oh, he's out of character when he says that. Yep.
He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Ooh, good shot, but it goes foul.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up.
And that's 2 strikeouts for Clinton. And after one half inning, it's 0-0. The Yankees are coming up. Well, now we're going to get a good look at our friend, Crimson Ninja. 5'10", 240 pounds, and 36 years old, apparently. Let's see if he can bring the heat. But to do that, he'll have to do it against DJ LeMahieu.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Prefer the off-speed pitches.
And he fouls this one off.
Nice. I mean, good pitch there to get him to swing and miss by Crimson Ninja. As of now, we still have no idea who Chicago is going to face in the playoffs. Once we have, you know, the other 3 teams assembled, really, because that's what it's going to take. They could face the Twins.
1-2.
Yeah, they could face the Twins or they could face the Jays.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Madrigal ranging into the outfield.
Or potentially the Angels, you know, if things fall into place. But that's who they would be facing off in the division series.
Ready now is Aaron Judge.
And next up, here's a matchup I'd like to see. Aaron Judge and Crimson Ninja.
There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
I mean, obviously you don't want to give Judge something to hit.
And a fastball here.
And so far, Judge is not biting. He's not going to just swing haphazardly. So it's going to be up to Crimson Ninja to come up with something else because it's not working yet. Did he swing? He did not swing.
Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now.
Well, now, we'll see if Ninja can come up with something.
And he missed with
but
that
instead,
one.
he walks him.
A one-out walk here in the home first.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
And apparently the pitching coach in the dugout for the White Sox is not too happy with the calls by the umpires, and I can't say I blame him, but then again, I'm not out there, so I can't say if that's right or wrong. Anyway, up next is MBN John. Here's another matchup I'd like to see, and we're seeing it right now.
And it's fouled away. Here it comes, 0-2.
Oh, blocks the plate, and making sure that the runner at first does not advance. Good blocking of the plate there.
From the stretch. And a fastball.
And, well, he got John to swing and miss at that one, so that's 2 strikeouts. Or, I'm sorry, that's 1 strikeout. Never mind.
We see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit.
And number 4 is Giancarlo Stanton.
Can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Giancarlo Stanton is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
Fouled off. Judge is off of first with 2
Right now it's 0-2 in the favor of Crimson Ninja. We'll see if he can close it out. Nope, not quite.
Touch outside, 1-2.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit. Froze him, but just missed the zone.
Nope. Back-to-back balls there.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the
Wow,
Yankees
and that's he goes from 0-2 to 3-2. We'll see what Crimson Ninja makes, what adjustment he'll make, because he's got to make it quick.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled away.
Got him to foul it off, so count is still the same.
Working for the punch out,
and he got him. That's 2 strikeouts in a row.
One that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over.
Wow, that was a huge strikeout of Giancarlo Stanton, and it's still 0-0.
New inning set to get underway.
All right, so we get back to Clinton, and his first opponent will be Jose Abreu.
Now the pitch. Oh, he just blows the fastball by him.
Nice cut there by Clinton. All right, well, now that Crimson Ninja is back in the dugout, how do you feel about that first performance there?
It's over, but low, it's a ball and a strike. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider.
And he hits it down onto the ground, but they'll get the out at first. One down.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today.
I mean, you have Emmy and John at center field, and at third base you have the Elmeister. So, and not to mention Aaron Judge, DJ LeMahieu. I mean, you have some of the big stars right there. That walk was just figuring out my range. I mean, that's fair to say.
He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one.
I mean, you were bound to walk somebody, but I didn't think it was going to be Aaron Judge. I'd have thought he would swing at it, but to his credit, he laid off of him.
2 balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder. Two and 0. Here it is. 2 balls and a strike.
All right, so 2-1.
I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches.
But yeah, the fact that you got Stanton as well as John out, that tells you something. That tells me that you're ready to take on the big big boys. Can't even talk. Swings and misses, and that's another one for Clinton. That's his third one.
Start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters?
I mean, if this game is anything to go by, I mean, we could be seeing a pitcher's duel between these two.
The batter will be Luis Robert. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here's the 1-0.
All right, so Luis Robert, the next guy up, and we have a 1-1 count. Clinton already has 2 outs.
Ready with the 1-1. And that misses.
And I could have thought that was a strike, but I guess not.
Pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire getting his head right now.
Of course, Clinton has to not let that pitch affect him, especially when honestly, from where I'm sitting, that should have been a strike. But well, pitching is an overlooked art. It really is. Hits it the other way, but it's hit right to Luke Voigt, and that's going to end the inning, or the half inning, I should say. Yankees back at bat in just a moment.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here comes the first baseman, Luke Voigt.
So we have Luke Voigt coming in, and I will say, you know, this young man is slowly but surely rising up the ranks. But we'll see what Crimson Ninja has to say about this. Gets him to foul it off.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down, because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
1-1 the count now. And
pitching is a skill that takes finesse and lots of patience. Oh, he hits this one. And wow, nice range to get all the way. That was a good run there by the center fielder. And in fact, let's find out who this guy is. That was Luis Robert for the White Sox. So that was a great play there by Robert. Also, hello, Autism Rob. What's up, man?
To be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands.
So,
just a little.
how's everything going in Autism Rob land? Not much. Well, I already asked that. Never mind. All right, so not much. Anyway, 1 out.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone.
And already has an 0-2 count against Torres. In his favor, does Crimson Ninja. I have to imagine Crimson Ninja's just as happy to have, like, Luis Robert get those field balls there. You know, to cover the whole field. And to catch that, you know, that ball that could have just as easily been a hit if it were anyone else. And that's another strikeout. That's his third one. Also, hey, welcome back, Diamond. Unless you're just saying hello to Autism Rob, but anyway. Welcome back, and also, it's great to have you, Rob.
Into the box, Clint Frazier.
Hits it the other way. And Eaton somehow, some way made that catch. And it's still 0-0 at the end of 2. And then everybody says hello to Diamond.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Johann Monkatta. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off to third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And then he says, "Law high, guys."
The pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball.
So we have Monkatta, and so far it's been a pitcher's duel thus far.
He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
An opposite hit.
Their first hit of the game.
And that's the first official hit of the game for the White Sox. Can't talk.
But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
At the plate, Zach Collins. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out.
All right, so Zach Collins up next, and that's kind of weird. He has he has a very, very poor batting record, does Zach Collins. I'm not sure why they put him in the lineup, given the fact that he's hit that badly. That's kind of weird.
He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably
have and yet he has the 2-0 advantage. Well, now it's 2-1.
Good thing he didn't make contact
as far as the count is concerned.
Probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double.
But yeah, that is very head scratching. The fact that they had. Also, hey, Insane One, what's up?
There's the 2-1 home, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations.
Oh.
He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
2-2. Nick Madrigal will be next.
So it's good to see you, Mr. Insane One.
First with nobody out.
I was just stretching my leg and it popped a little bit. Now it's a full count for Zach Collins, and he protects the plate. And he hits it right to the second baseman, and that's 1 out.
And that'll be the first out of the inning.
That was a good at-bat there by Collins, but now we get to Madrigal.
Nick Madrigal is 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. From the belt, the pitch.
Ooh, that almost hit him. I'm pretty sure Clinton did not mean to try to hit Madrigal, because the last thing you want to do is give a free base. But anyway, what's up, Insane One?
Oh, much too far.
Swing and a miss right there.
1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
And, well,
All even now.
went fishing, but yet managed to get a cut of that. Now it's 2-2. I will say this, Clinton has done pretty well when his back has been against the wall, and he'll have to field it this one. He'll have to field it this time, and he gets it. But the runner advances to second, so Tim Anderson has a good chance that if he can get a base hit, he could drive in the winning run right here. I mean, well, it would put him ahead, but it wouldn't win it outright. So for Clinton, he's got to get him out somehow.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
And Clinton,
1-1. Here it is.
that's back-to-back balls. I mean, he's going to have to get closer to the strike zone if he wants to get a called strike. And he gets it, and he hits it right to the third baseman, and they get the out at first. And now the Yankees have a chance to win.
No score.
And it starts with our good friend, Elmeister.
Now to the plate, here is Eric Elmore.
For the Yankees, the third baseman, Eric.
Yeah, that was close. I honestly thought that they were going to get you guys, but now it's up to Elmeister. But to do this, he's going to have to go up against Crimson Ninja, and that's another matchup I would love to see. I mean, we saw Crimson against MBN John, and now we get to see him against Elmeister.
Outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. This is foul right side. Now a curveball here.
And so far, Elmeister is ahead in the count, 3-1.
Great job so far by the 8-hole hitter.
I mean, Crimson Ninja's got to get him to swing at something.
This could spell for a huge inning.
And he does not. It's too low, and Elmeister gets a free base.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
So now we have Gary Sanchez, and
Gary Sanchez, the winning run is at first base.
now Crimson has to be careful not to give up a big hit.
Stretch, here's the pitch. The high fastball is in there.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Comes set, and the 0-1. He's in there for strike
That's
number
back-to-back
2.
strikes.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much.
I mean,
with that
credit
because the hitter
Crimson
really
Ninja
can't
for not,
extend his arms
you know,
very
panicking,
easily.
because a lesser man probably would have done so, and it would have made things a lot worse. So,
Ready with the 0-2. Now a fastball.
and wow, got him right at
But
the.
he rings him up anyway.
I honestly thought that was a little bit too low on the strike zone, but let's take a look at the replay.
Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job.
Okay, so he got him on the line. Okay, so that counts.
Especially when they're sort of
That was actually a good pitch there by Ninja to get the strikeout. So now back to the top of the order, and they got to make sure that Elmeister doesn't try to steal.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. As he looks at a fastball.
All right, strike one.
In there for strike one. Game on the line here, and a ball deep in the gap would make this place explode. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
And a stolen base by Elmeister. And now a solid base hit. A solid base hit could very well score Elmeister. Look how fast he is. Look at him. I mean, Elmeister, when he lacks in power, I mean, he can hit, of course, but what he lacks in power, he more than makes up for in speed.
1-2 to DJ LeMahieu.
And now I have to think that speed could throw off Ninja a little bit, as he has to make sure that Elmeister doesn't try to steal again. Although he hits this one, it's a fair ball, and it's going to be, I believe, it's over. Elmeister scores the winning run.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly.
And the Yankees get the win.
Walk off for the win. Wow.
Or should I say, the Yankees win. The Yankees win. I'm sorry, I had to do the John Starling version of it, but congratulations to New York. But I honestly don't think that's going to be the case for when these two teams do meet, if they do.
You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.
GG, but curse you, Elmeister. Oh, no. Yeah, he is very speedy. And, oh yeah, that's right. It was DJ LeMahieu who got the hit. So player of the game and winner is Clinton Flippin, and of course, unfortunately, the loss goes to Crimson Ninja. But yeah, it is what it is. So, all right. So much like I did with last time. Now, of course, Rob is on the Braves, but they're already in the playoffs, so you get to just sit this one out a little bit. Next time on BTW, Elmeister versus Ninja. Also, welcome back, Joker. Okay, so so I see Insane One. I saw DKO, but that was in the previous video when he got yeeted. Alright, so Insane One, are you still in the chat? If you are, you have the better part of 4 minutes and 20 seconds to answer. If not, I will close it out. Chat booking party. Yeah. Alright, I'll just put it right here just so it doesn't go into, demo mode. But yeah, Insane One, if you're here, let me know, and we'll do your game. If not, we'll save it for next week. Oh, no, wait, never mind. DKO came back. All right, so DKO claims it. All right, so it's going to be the Royals at the Angels. The Angels with the better record from last year, and that's why they get it. Oh, have to go the other way. The Royals at the Angels. Oh, you just got a switch. Nice. Congratulations on getting a switch, dude. All right, let me just... well, in that case, let me let... all right, have a good night, Mr. Crimson Ninja. And well, better luck next time. I'm going to say that. Alright, so DKO is here. And then, unfortunately, I don't have a way to contact Brody Kirby and JWE, but I can contact King Kirby. So let me get him. I highly doubt he'll answer, but we'll see. He's probably asleep. Yeah, but the fact that, you know, one of his teammates is here, so that's the only reason we're doing it. But he could always watch the replay. But I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden he wakes up and he's like, what the hell is this? But anyway. Another 3-inning game. Okay. Got that. Alright, so good luck to DKO and King Kirby against JWE and Brody Kirby. Spelled with an E instead of an I. But anyway, how's everything going, DKO? If you're still in the chat. A lot of people up today. We'll say that. And then King Kirby says thanks. Aw. Well, in any event, I'll just get right to it. So you see Mr. DKO as the DH. Then you see King Kirby as the third baseman. Then you have Josh Brooks at first base and Brody Kirby as the DH. I should be asleep, lol. Graduation was yesterday. What do you mean? Come on, man. Clinton does have a life. Well,
getting set for evening baseball from the Big A.
A livelihood, maybe not, but a life he does.
Good one here between the Kansas City Royals and the Los
So
Angeles
anyway,
Angels
we are
of
live
Anaheim.
at the Big A, the Angel Stadium of Anaheim. That's what they call it.
It's Angels baseball. Next on the show.
And look at all the nachos.
Andrew Heaney, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound.
All right, so the starter is Andrew
I
Heaney.
think the key for him is going to be locating strikes and forcing soft contact. He doesn't have dominant
I'm surprised they're
stuff compared to
starting
some
him
other guys, but
over
if he executes,
Shohei
he can
Ohtani,
still
but
be very effective.
I guess
We'll see how he does.
I guess they want to go with a pure pitcher to go against the Kansas City Royals.
And now the first pitch.
But yeah, congratulations on graduation, Mr. DKO.
Is taken for ball one, and we're underway in Anaheim.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Now here it comes. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight.
I mean, I will say this. They did a great job redesigning the stadium because I remember back in the 80s, it kind of looked like your standard run-of-the-mill,
Yeah, a little wild here.
you know,
early on.
multi-purpose
Doesn't look like he's
stadium.
Totally settled into the game yet. Hopefully he can find it soon.
But in recent years, like going back to the late 90s, they really did a good job
3-0.
redesigning the field and making it more of a ballpark.
Finally
So I truly appreciate what they did
With a 4-pitch walk.
with this ballpark because it looks really good. Like the amenities, everything that you could ever want as a fan, they got that.
Line
And
towards
Merrifield,
center field. And
that's gonna be a hit.
on to open up the inning.
So that's a good first start there for Kansas City if they are going to get past the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
Give these guys 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, or he's going to have a long day.
All right, next up is Andrew Benintendi. I wish it was Benintendi, but obviously we can't get what we want.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Past meetings with Andrew Heaney, he's 1 for 5.
Of course, he is coming off of a subpar year from 2020. We'll see if he can bounce back here.
2 balls and no strikes to the Kansas City left fielder. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe...
And a swing and a miss onto... Well, they're both named Andrew, but that was a swing and a miss by Benintendi. All right, so I'll have to remember to just use their last names in this case. So Benintendi is ahead in the count, 2-1 hitters count right there. He hits it the other way, but he hits it right to the third baseman, and they get the double play. Great defense there by the Angels.
Chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. What's the key for them tonight, D-Roll?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything, or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches.
All right, so up next is Carlos Santana. No, not to be confused with the rock and roller of the same name, and one-hit quitter. And that was Josh Brooks who made the play. And that's the end of the half inning right there. Like the news of a debilitating injury just before the playoffs. So how's it going, Big Slugger? Big Slugger. Or if you're a pitcher, I will definitely call you the big unit.
Kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
So here you have Danny Duffy. It's painful.
Ready now is David Fletcher. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Angels, the second baseman.
I hope it's nothing too serious, or if it's just a joke.
Pitch on the way. This is on the ground.
Hits it the other way, and they get the out at first. Nice play there by the first baseman to the pitcher.
Here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup.
Yeah, I really hope that you do find a way to take care of that, because you can't really put it off, especially if you're in that much pain, chronically speaking. I know that's easy for me to say, but nobody knows better than you. But anyway, our next batter is Josh Brooks, JWE. They've been trying. Well, that's all you could really ask, though. No meds have worked.
Ready with the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. One out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, you could tell right there the hitter was almost fooled by that pitch, expecting the nasty slider to break down and away, and it hung in the middle of the plate. Too late for him to pull a trigger.
And a hit right down the middle, and that's a base hit for Los Angeles. Well, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm just hoping that I'm hoping and I'm praying that you don't have to go through this chronic pain anymore. And in fact, I'll talk to my pastor and some of the other ministers to pray for you, because I don't know what else to do or to suggest. And a stolen base attempt, and Josh Brooks gets the stolen base. Great base running there by Mr. JWE. And most especially when you have Mike Trout at the plate. I mean, he got a really good jump on it, and even if that had been fielded cleanly, that wouldn't have gotten him.
Counts even to Trout, 1-1. It's not easy to get your
an atheist.
Pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he
never would have guessed.
The letters.
And I'm not saying that to, not saying that out of grudges or anything like that, but more out of pity, I suppose. But it's not in my place to judge, and I'm not going to start now. But I really do. But I really do want to. What's the word? I really do want you to be well.
3 balls and 2 strikes.
you know, as a friend.
Runner on second base. Hit in the air to
And
center field.
good solid hit there by Trout, but it is
Got it in there.
not far enough. So you got 2 down.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And that'll bring up Anthony Rendon.
So yeah, DKO, how are you feeling about this game?
Here's the first pitch.
As close as this game is.
Strike at the letters, 0-1.
They love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Another yard or so, and that might have been a home run. Yeah, it probably would have.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Brooks at
I
second
mean,
with 2 down.
Rock, I know that you're a big fan of baseball, or is it some other sport that I'm not aware of? Because I remember you did a baseball game one time, and I was like, you know, I got to check that out. I might have to look at your archives, but I do remember you did a baseball game, and then a hit single.
Ignores his coach. He's jugging for home.
And wait, did they get the out?
He's safe at the plate
No, they
as
did not.
take the lead.
It's baseball.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit and give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys
And
right
Brooks
there and get
manages to
fired
avoid
up
the
with
tag.
dugout. 100%.
Yeah, he avoided the
Not
tag
trying to do
because
too
by the
much,
time
able to
he got the
quiet
ball,
moment down, center himself,
I don't have
and
any
come through in a big spot.
baseball game videos up. Okay.
Here's Justin Upton now. Lays
That
off 1-0.
that aggressive run.
Career numbers
Yeah.
against Danny Duffy. He's got 8 hits.
I mean,
in
JWE,
19
he's an
tries.
athlete
And of
right
those
there.
hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. Now the 1-0. Here's a fly ball. Well
And
hit.
this could
Looking
go a
up
long
is
way,
Benintendi.
but
And that ball was
but
safe,
Benintendi
and
could not jump high enough
run.
to get it, and Justin Upton, excuse me, I can't talk, gets himself a home run, and it's a 2-run home run, and the Angels are on fire here.
Have taken a 3-0 lead.
And much to the chagrin of one DKO.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
I mean, Benintendi, a good guy, but just could not jump up high enough to get that.
That is good. A shortstop.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1.
And yet here's another guy that has less than 100 average.
3 runs.
Kind of
already
baffling as to why he's in the lineup.
Slider, and that's in there. For
But
strike
anyway,
2.
that was a good hit though
2
by
pitches in a row on the outside corner
by
for
Upton.
strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't
I mean, look at
wanna
that
do, though,
angry
Matt,
face on the
it's not a good
face
idea
of
to
Danny
throw
Duffy.
The same hitter, the same pitch,
I don't blame
3
him.
times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
Now here's one hit in the air to
Hits
the
it
right
up,
side.
but it's
And
caught for an
Sally will
out
make
in
the
foul
play here to
territory.
retire the side.
But not before Justin Upton adds to what was already a 1-0 lead.
2 on this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 3-0 Angels.
Well, up first is DKO.
Number 10. He readies for his
And
first
look at the
pitch.
size of this man. This man is huge. But we have seen in an exhibition game that if he does get a hit, he hits it out of here.
Now here's the pitch. And a called strike down in the zone.
And that was a bit too low to be a
Love
strike.
the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
I mean, of course, Haney will take it, obviously. I mean, the worst thing you could do is pitch a little bit up in the zone and then DKO hits it.
Down the left field
Something
line
like
and
that, but unfortunately for him, it hooks to the left.
the windup and the 0-2 pitch. They really bunched
And he
him up
swung
on
at that and
Those
struck
misses
out.
for the first out.
just tied
That's
him
his
up
first
with that
strikeout
last
for
one. It's
Haney.
pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
And up steps Salvador Perez. And he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. A ball and a strike. Past meetings with Andrew Heaney. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Two and one to the Royals' first baseman.
2 balls, 1 strike.
I mean, if you're Kansas City, you got to get some guys on the. You got to get some guys on base because unless you go on a rally, this could be a very short game. Hits it down the middle, but it's caught, and they'll get him out at first. So 2 down in the top of the second. And up next is King Kirby.
As the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
So yeah, Diamond, here's your boy, King Kirby. But right now his team is not looking good.
A ball and no strikes. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Although Haney probably doesn't want any of King Kirby. He knows that King Kirby could knock it out if he gets a really good ball to hit. But right now, he's not swinging at anything. He's just going to let it happen.
He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
I miss watching the Big Four Yankees play in Columbus. Big Four Yankees? What?
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Oh, wow. And just like that, it's now a full count.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch.
And he swung at it. And Haney just used King Kirby's aggressiveness against him, and we're going to go to the bottom of the second, and the Angels can add on top of this as they already have a 3-0 lead.
Bottom of the inning now. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Dexter Fowler.
Dexter Fowler.
First pitch on its way, and it's fouled away. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Fowler behind the ball and 2 strikes.
And Fowler, good hit, but hooked foul. The Big Four Yankees playing in Columbus. What's that? And Fowler, good hit, but it's hit right to the center fielder.
Hey guys, take a look at how Kansas City.
And the guy that caught it was Michael Taylor.
Let's take a look at Michael Taylor.
And of course, King Kirby at third.
Both corners to go get the balls in both gaps and have a strong arm.
So our next batter is Brody Kirby. And I haven't seen Brody Kirby in the chat there. I'm surprised he hasn't came in.
Kirby, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
But this is a good first opportunity at looking at him.
The 1-0.
And he hits it the other way. Remember the 90s Yankees teams? The 90s Yankees team that won 4 titles. I watched the big names that play AAA ball in Columbus. Oh, you mean when they were in AAA, like as they were going up to the Yankees?
Here's the first pitch.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point.
Oh, won 4 titles. Okay. That was kind of a weird sentence. Like, okay, yeah, they won 4 titles in the '90s, I think, or rather, they won 4 championships in 5 years, including a three-peat. So I do remember that team, those teams that dominated the latter half of the '90s and the first year of the 2000s. So I remember that.
Down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself.
And a swing and a miss, and that's going to end the inning. But it's still 3-0, and for Kansas City, it's their last chance. If they cannot score 3 runs, it's over. And Los Angeles will move on, and the Royals will have to go back home.
So now to the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. We are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. The pitch.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound.
And just like that, Mondesi just went down swinging.
This is the kind of at bat where you're.
I mean, give credit to Haney. I mean, he's using the aggressiveness of the Royal hitters to get him to swing and miss.
Chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. One out, nobody on. That's wide, 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
3-1.
All right, so after a 3-0 start, it's now 3-1.
If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the
And that's the first walk given up as Alberto now gets to first base. Dang, pitcher, calm down.
Michael Taylor, first shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the stretch. And he takes ball 1.
And a ball to start off with. I mean, to Clinton's point, I mean, Haney's going to have to calm down a little bit. And he does. He gets that strike pitch. But yeah, he's gonna have to calm down, because if he does it and he starts to walk people, then Kansas City can come back.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
I say can, because I don't know if they will come back, but they can if he starts walking guys.
Fouled off.
Fouled off. All right, so ball 2.
Kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
And he hits it, and it's going to be, I believe, and no, it's foul. I thought for a moment it was going to be, but it was not to be.
He's going to have to find a way to refocus. Not easy to continue an AB after you just went deep foul.
And he got him to swing. Oh my goodness, I honestly thought that was, you know, a home run, but no, that was a great recovery there by Haney. Premature celebration, I will say.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well.
Oh, I forgot. Merrifield had that one hit. Okay.
Up until this point.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. 2-0 now.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
2-1 is the count. He hits it, and it's going to drop. Now we have 2 men on base. And, okay, good thing that the third baseman caught that. Otherwise, that could have advanced the runners any further. But that was a very good hit. So now you have 2 runners on base, and a home run at this point would tie the game. But you will definitely take a double or a base hit if that's all you get.
Two men are on with 2 men out. Fastball just inside.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Swung on, missed.
Swings at that 2-0 pitch does Benintendi. Battle of the Andrews. You know, it's kind of funny because we had a battle in the National League Championship Series, and it was between a young man by the name of Will Smith against the pitcher also known as Will Smith. Oh wow, what a catch by Upton. And he saves it because if he drops it or if it falls down, that would have started a rally, but instead the Angels win and they advance to the playoffs. So that was a great play on the part of Upton, as not only does he catch a ball to end the game, but he also hits a 2-run home run to put away, you know, DKO, King Kirby, and the rest of the Royals out of contention. So, but for Diamond, you still have a Game 3 to worry about for next week. So, I will just give you the lineup of the games that we're going to have for next week. And there you see the game-winning catch on the part of Upton. That man, Upton, and even though the player of the game was given to Andrew Heaney, I would still have to give it to Upton. If the other guy I would give it to is Upton, I should say. Excuse me. But even so, you know, great play on him. So the games that we still have left to go, we still have the Milwaukee Brewers, or excuse me, the Pittsburgh Pirates at the Milwaukee Brewers as the last NL qualifier. Then we still have the Minnesota Twins, or excuse me, the Detroit Tigers at the Minnesota Twins. And then finally the impromptu third game between the Orioles and the Blue Jays. So you have 3 games next week. And then after that, we will then set up the playoffs proper. The Milwaukee Brewers, not Kelly Brewers. even though Kelly is on the Brewers, but still. So yeah, that's what's on the plate for next week. But until then, this is the Blue Toad to Jew 22 signing off, saying goodbye. Have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed the games. But until then, stay safe, and I will see you on, I will say, Tuesday. Tomorrow I will be taking a day off just because I need to, focus on that. But until then, I will also check out Crushing Kelly's channel. That much I will say. But until then, have a great day, everybody.